The main event, of course, Jermaine Franklin and Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Hey, Jermaine Franklin impressed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dillian Whyte coming off the knockout loss in April to Tyson Fury.
I'm saying it on the show because I want to make sure that I hold myself accountable. I want to make sure that when we preview fights, we preview them to the fullest. Because I was sitting there watching the fight and I felt like there was so many things that I knew that I didn't say in the preview that I could have said in the preview for the fight about Jermaine Franklin.
Okay.
Because you
seen him before?
I almost commentated his fight.
Okay.
He ended up not making it to the fight that he was supposed to have. And so I had studied up on him and all that kind of stuff. So I knew he was gonna go out there and give a great account of himself. You felt like he got robbed?
I mean,
or is that just what you wanted to say off camera?
I mean, he's the American. I'm rolling with the American, but I definitely feel like he could have snuck out the victory. I think we had one judge with a draw, the other two in favor of Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
They kept, the commentators kept bringing up Dillian Whyte versus Anthony Joshua. I'm like, Dillian Whyte is not showing me a performance that gets him an Anthony Joshua fight. Like, no, not here for it. I mean, I see what you guys are trying to do, trying to build it up, but yeah, Dillian Whyte did what Dillian Whyte does. He was fighting in spurts. New trainer, Buddy McGirt. New trainer. Still, I mean, mostly the same Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
When he's trying to get you out there, he throwing. What the hell is this?
It comes like down.
Yeah, it like turns.
It comes down. Yeah.
What's that called?
That's throwing the hammer down. Yeah.
Dillian Whyte?
Throwing the hammer down.
Okay, all right.
It's overhand right, but the way he turns it at the end is like who do we see doing that? We saw the kid that fought The kid that fought Madonna. Yeah.
We saw the only person I can think kind of threw something like
the M, I just like, Madonna. Yeah. We saw him throwing that same kind of overhand right against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, so James Franklin, definitely impressed me. I like to see him in there with some guys.
Yeah. You said the wrong name, Jermaine Franklin. You said you want to see him. You want to see him.
Yeah, I want to see him in there. Come back to the States, man. Get you in there get you a fight. I love to see him up in there. I keep throwing this guy's name out there.
I don't know what situation.
I got a situation.
No. What the hell that means?
I got to fight for him.
Oh, you got to fight for him?
Yeah. Comeback fight.
I
think he came off a loss. Chris Arreola.
Damn.
I'll put him out. Look, it's a good fight, though.
Damn.
It's a good fight, though.
I don't know what his situation is.
I don't care. Come on with the people you see.
Not that it's supposed to matter, but why haven't you heard of him?
Yeah, and he was
undefeated. Took him going to England for you to see
being
him.
Being undefeated.
I mean? Yeah.
21-0 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Being in the States, a heavyweight, to be undefeated.
Shout out to Big Shot, Stephen, wow, I just had his name too. Stephen Hall. Okay. He, I think that's his last name. He fought on the undercard last night on the Regis Prograis undercard.
Okay.
And I know I got the wrong name too. Let me find his name real quick. But that was the fight that was supposed to be made here in the States on NBC.
Oh, okay.
And it was they're both undefeated, or at that point in time, obviously we're undefeated, and so that was supposed to be a really good fight. Mm-hmm. But it didn't happen. Stephen Shaw, I said Hall. Stephen Shaw, excuse me. Thank you. Stephen Shaw, shout out to him. He fought last night. He won. So yeah, that's how I knew about Jermaine Franklin. I think he's a good boxer. I think that he's tough. I think that most of the heavyweights need to build their endurance so that they can have higher punch output. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to be 100 punches around, but definitely I think that it's definitely worth expecting these heavyweight fighters to throw 50 punches around, And you could see that there were moments where Franklin threw, but then he takes these long layoffs after he throws, and it's because he's just not doesn't have the conditioning to do it and continue to do it. I think that when you go overseas and you're fighting somebody like Dillian Whyte, you have to put pressure on him. You have to keep him on his back foot, and you can't make it look like you're getting.
You got to clearly win.
You got to clearly win. You got to separate yourself, and that's what I didn't see in that fight. Neither guy really separated themselves. I got to the point where I text you. I just was like, I'm pretty much done with this, man. I've seen the same round for 7 rounds. I'm getting tired of this. So
at this point, what we do with Dillian Whyte? Throw him in there with Joshua. Get Joshua a victory, get him going again.
And it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you see this. Most Americans don't leave the States. The thing is, we don't have to. Everybody else wants to come here. There's nothing wrong with staying in England and fighting English fighters and being great over there. And I think that until Dillian Whyte decides to retire, that's pretty much the only thing he can do. He can stay in England. You can fight the guys that are out there, and you can look good and enjoy the fans that you have out there. Because and no disrespect to him, but I don't think he has anything to offer the heavyweight division. We just saw what happened with Tyson Fury, and we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of his career. And I think that, I don't think there's anybody over here that he can get with.
Yeah, I don't think he can touch the big dogs.
Can't touch
Joshua.
The big dogs. Can't.
Wilder.
Can't.
Fury.
Can't.
Yeah, it's all three. You'll get another KO.
Yeah. Can't.
Because I remember one time they were really pushing for this Dillian Whyte, Wilder, because he was the number one contender and this and that. But I think we never got the fight, and I'm not mad at it. So
no, I'm not mad at it at all. Not mad at all.